Oh, YouTube actually only started like 8 seconds ago. Or actually 28 seconds ago, depending on the delay. Well, I mean, we're doing it now. Oh no, YouTube just reset itself. What the heck? I should just set it to auto start all these battle live streams. Is there any good outbreaks today? Just out of curiosity. Might as well look around while I'm waiting for people to load in. Ah, there's Cap's a kid. Pseudo legendary. Chirados. Ah, Drill Bear is a good one. Still have a shiny extra drill for this game. Hi, True Soul 77. How you doing? Also, hi, Cherry. How you doing? Ah, there's maybe a marked Sinister outbreak. Or that's Poltergeist. I always get those two mixed. It's so confusing that they decided to mix up the naming scheme when it's already been like only 2 generations apart, or a single generation apart, between a Pokemon that didn't really do anything in Sword and Shield and a Pokemon that kinda does like a good number of things in this game. Also, let me know what you think of game audio, because I looked back at the Pokemon Sword without looking at it live stream, and the game audio was super quiet there, which makes me think that the microphone, whenever my microphone updated and it like killed my voice audio for that one FNAF team video, I think it also changed the mic settings for the game itself. Let me just check my mic settings just in case. Ah, yeah, those are fine. Game audio should be louder now. But game audio for Sword was unfortunately very quiet, so there might be times when I'm like, ah, there's that sound cue, and then it just does not happen in Sword, which is rather unfortunate. Well, let's get things started here. Connect to the interwebs. Oh, did I miss those Tinkaton outbreaks? Oh no, they're still... When does it start? Until December 5th at the... Okay, so until tomorrow at like 7 EST. Wait, shouldn't I be seeing them right now? Oh, I guess I haven't logged on while the event's been active, have I? Yeah, there they are. I don't need one because I already have a shiny Tinkaton, but it's good another around. Alright, let's do Link Battle, and today's code is going to be 7700521 and I'll wait for stream to catch up. And it looks like stream's caught up, so by the time you're seeing this, I've already been searching. And we're just gonna keep spamming it until something happens. I want to break a window with my forehead? Well, don't do that. Probably perfectly good glass. If anything, break a wall. A wall is much easier to replace than a window. It'll hurt more, but... Alright, starting off today with Cherry. Let's go over to my rental teams, and we're gonna start today with this team. We're gonna see how things go. My team has Blood Moon on it. Well, that sounds like a very big threat. No, like, you banned stag encounters for me? Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah. I forgot Blood Moon is one of them. Yeah. Do we play out anyway? I mean, you would just bring your team, but you just wouldn't bring Blood Moon is the thing. Do you ever nickname your Pokemon? Of course I do. I don't nickname the Pokemon that I give out, because then they're set to that nickname for forever, but I always nickname Pokemon that I personally use. Okay, Into the Executor Sun team? I don't quite know what to bring. I think... What did I do before into this team with this team? I think it was Arcanine Rillaboom to start. And then Tyranitar Primarina. I'll give it a go. Blood Moon was like a focus? Well, that is rather unfortunate. Hi, John Pika, how you doing? Okay, we have the Ursaluna. Yeah, Intimidate into Ursaluna on this turn. Grassy Surge activates first. Psychic Terrain activates. Indeedee gets off the Psychic Seed. So I think what I do here is I just Flare Blitz the Indeedee, and then you turn the Indeedee. Ursaluna's going to protect this turn. Arcanine gets Flare Blitz into Indeedee. There's a good chunk of decent chip back to us. U-turn takes out Indeedee. Gets the crit, but I don't think the crit matters there. And... I think we're gonna bring in Primarina just because if they bring in Torkoal here, and we bring in Tyranitar, then they get Torkoal Sun. Ursaluna gets burned by its Flame Orb. In comes Stella the Scholar, who is Exeggutor. Okay, so the way I see it, they can either swap out Ursaluna here for Torkoal in order to give their Exeggutor Sun, and then they can click Expanding Force, or they could just protect with Exeggutor and then attack with Ursaluna. I think the smartest play to cover both things is to swap Tyranitar here, and then protect with Primarina, and see what happens. Tyranitar's gonna get up Sand. And, oh, it withdraw Exeggutor instead. As they reveal their last Pokemon to be Gallade. Okay. And the Ursaluna goes for the Earthquake. Okay. Gallade and Primarina take Sandship. Ursaluna takes burn damage. I think I am fine. I think they're gonna Wide Guard with Gallade and then go for the Earthquake again. If this is like Super Trick Room Ursaluna though, I think Primarina should speed it. So I'm gonna protect Tyranitar and then Moonblast Actually, I guess I should Ice Beam that slot. Unless I'm expecting them to normal Terra. Or I could swap in Real Boom here, and actually, yeah, the ideal move I think is always swap in Real Boom for Primarina instead. Hi K-Dog, how you doing? How do I join the queue again? We decided to discard the queue. It's just a first come, first served service right now. So whenever the code is active, it's whoever gets grabbed, grabs it. Ursaluna protects. I go for the Trick Room, okay. So Ursaluna can't afford to protect again. I'm not quite sure what to do here. Could just Grassy Glide the Gallade in order to take it out, and then attack with Tyranitar. Doesn't seem like a bad option. I'm gonna do this. Goes for the Facade. Barely take it because of that Intimidate from earlier. Knock off the Ursaluna. That takes that slot out. I accidentally built a team with a Pokemon I had gotten banned already. It happens to the best of us, I mean. I think that was a crit Sacred Sword, but I mean, that always takes out Tyranitar. We're going to take Sand. Now we bring in Primarina. And I'm going to click Ice Beam into this, and I'm going to click Grassy into this. Blink goes for Wide Guard, perhaps land to block Hyper Voice. Get Grassy Glide into it. Primarina's Ice Beam is going to do pretty big damage here. I can only afford to hit one slot because Side Terrain is not currently active. Energy Ball is going to take out Primarina here. Oh, it's not Life Orb. I wonder what item that is. Maybe Expert Belt. But we super have the game wrapped up, no matter what Terra Exeggutor is here. Unless they're Ghost. It could be Ghost. Actually, if they're Ghost, I should do this. There's nothing, like, you could be Terra Steel here, but it doesn't really benefit to be Terra Steel in a Grass type. Still weak to Fire. But GG's, GG's. Alright, seems like Cherry's gonna go back to the drawing board on the Blood Moon team. Gonna call this a 10-tier sorries. No worries, no worries. Perfectly understandable. But when stream catches up, I'll start searching, so by the time you're seeing this, I will probably be searching. And now I'm searching because stream is caught up. Yeah, I'm in. Wait. Oh, perhaps not. Joined the wrong lobby. Well, we got somebody. It is in fact K-Dog. Alright, going at it again. I do my due diligence here. Hiding screen while I pick a team. And let's go with this one. Okay, starting off with an opposing rain team is what we've got here. Also an Iron Bundle and a Fluttermane and an Urshifu. All very threatening pieces. Let's stop and think. I really want to do Grimmsnarl or Caledon. Like, that'd be pretty dependable. And then a Pelipper and Scizor back. Yeah, I think Scizor. I think we just go with the standard 4 here. Rain versus Rain is insane. I mean, it rhymes, so it must be true. Yeah, I'll do that. Okay, we've got Urshifu and Fluttermane starting, and it is Water Urshifu. So, what do I want to do here? I think it benefits me most to reflect and I'm hoping Fluttermane wasn't going to lead here. What if we Thunder Wave? No, I don't want to lose Grimmsnarl. Let's Light Screen and Flash Cannon Fluttermane. Blast comes down to Grimmsnarl, does pretty good damage. Brick Break comes down to Archaludon. That's not great. Okay. Yeah, that was a pretty nasty turn. Can make one of these slow. I think it has to be Urshifu. I'm back. Well, we'll go back Blue Monkit. Moonblast Grimmsnarl. That's going to take Grimmsnarl out. Archaludon gets off Flash Cannon into Fluttermane. And Urshifu does get off the Brick Break. Okay. I mean, I think if there's a Basket Legion in the back, I just can't win this. This bundle. Like, either but the bundle's gonna go for a spread move here and try Hurricaning into, or Wide Guarding. I feel like Scissor's just gonna get clapped, though, if I do that. So I think I have to Hurricane, and then Bullet Punch the bundle and hope that it takes more than half. It does take more than half, okay. Ice Beam comes down to Pelipper, brings it down to Focus Sash. Over gets off Hurricane. That is not Focus Sash, thank goodness. And is this Basket Legion in the back? It is, in fact, Basket Legion. Okay. I think my best move is just Hurricane and Terra Dragon for the Bullet Punch. Woodcutch comes out, KOs the bundle. Goes for Lash Suspects into Scizor. And that KOs Scizor. No confusion. Confusion was my only way out. Nah, it's not worth it to stall. Oh, I guess I have to. Stall on my own brain turns and then hope that it's slower than me, but... Yeah, I mean, that's GG. Even if it wasn't, it might be... Aqua Jet. I'm willing to bet that's banned, though. GG's, GG's. Okay, let's hide screen again. And I really gotta think here which team I want to pick. I think it needs to be... I think it needs to be this. Oh, right screens. Okay. Same team as last time. This time my strategy changes because... I think I do Rillaboom and Hatterene first. And then we bring Primarina and Tyranitar back. There we go with that. Okay, we see Bundle and Urshifu lead. So, either one of these could Terra here, but they're both weak to my Grassy Glide. I think Grassy Glide will pick up KO on the Bundle. I don't necessarily think it'll pick up KO on the... Urshifu. I'm going to try and fake out the Bundle and get out my Trick Room, though. That's too much. I overestimated Hatterene's defenses there. Do y'all know what item would be best for Gardevoir? I think you probably do like Choice Scarf. I think would be good. I do this, and then I do this. Grassy Glide takes out Bundle. And it does Surging Strike's Rillaboom, but we resist it. We get Moonblast into Urshifu, and that takes that out in one hit. I Choice Scarf type Explosion once, now it's Life Orb. I think Choice Scarf is a better surprise tool, and Life Orb is probably more consistent. If anything, I'd go Specs, though. I like my Specs Typhlosions a lot. We've got Fluttermane and Basket Legion. Okay. So I'm going to Grassy Glide the Legion and I guess just Moonblast into Primarina. There's C and opposing Terra. Our Basket Legion is Terra Ghost. Aggressive Glide comes out, still does about half to Basket Legion. Mystical Fire from Fluttermane does that much to Rillaboom. Lowers our special attack. Last Respects comes out, it is targeting Primarina. Unfortunately, that's just gonna one-shot Primarina. It looks to be a roll whether or not we can take down the Basket Legion. If it is Choice Banded, it is now Choice Banded into Last Respects. Grassy Glide, Basket Legion, and I think I always tear to grass here. No, because then Fluttermane will hit me. I do have the Spadef buff while I'm rock type though. I think I have to go for the Rock Slide. Grassy Glide does pick up KO into Basket Legion, that's big. Where you find a Choice Scarf, they get sold at one of the Delibird presences. Moonblast comes down to Tyranitar, does not pick up KO, we get our Rock Slide. That is nearly enough to pick off Fluttermane. That should be GG's. Alright, all comes down to the third battle. That's how best of 3 works. What's a good Terra for Wigglytuff? I have no clue. Probably, since you are weak to Steel and Poison, I would go as a Steel type. In order to negate those weaknesses. If 2 Pokemon are down, the Last Respects does 150 base power, because it's initially 50 base power, and then it adds 50 base power for each Pokemon that is knocked out. Oh, we lost each other. Maybe. Maybe not. Okay. How do I beat that team using this team? I think I always have to do this and... This and this. And then this and... Last Pokemon here is very crucial. I think Exeggutor comes. I'm not super sure about that decision, but it's harder for me to get off combo mode. Yeah, I think this is what I have to go with. If I lose, I lose, and then I lose Pokemon. Which is a good thing. Okay, it's Fluttermane and Urshifu versus Fluttermane and Indeedee. So what do I deal with better in the back? Probably Urshifu. Yeah, definitely Urshifu. So I think I'm going to Dazzling Gleam for the spread damage, and then follow me with Indeedee. Fluttermane goes for the Shadow Ball, but it gets redirected into Indeedee. Get off Dazzling Gleam. Brings Urshifu down pretty low, but not to the point of death. Surging Strike's just doing a heckin' ton there. Surging Strike's putting in the work. Okay. Are Fluttermane speed tying my Fluttermane? Because my Fluttermane is max speed. And we still have our Sash. I might need that Sash, though. Also, it means that whenever I bring in Torkoal, their Speed Booster activates, so Exeggutor cannot outspeed the Fluttermane. I think I swap Exeggutor here. I do... Or... Actually, I just attack with my Fluttermane. And Dazzling Gleam and say... Ah, that's the worst idea. I'm gonna do that. That's probably the wrong play, but... Photosynthesis activates, they get Speed Booster. Would Terra Blast work well on Steel Terra Wigglytuff? I mean, it depends what situation you're in. You get to use normal Terra Blast whenever you're not Terrestrialized, so it would be a decent move that way. But I guess it really depends what you're trying to hit with the Steel Terra Blast. Torkoal takes Shadow Ball damage, Exeggutor gets off the Expanding Force. And it KOs both. Nice. So now that they bring Pelipper. Seabaski Legion. And we see Pelipper. Okay. Then I think I always have to swap Fluttermane and... I guess I need the Terra Rock, but the Terra Rock always covers from the Shadow Balling Exeggutor, so the play was worth it, but Now it means the Exeggutor's gonna get wave crashed. Yeah, I think I just have to call that Pelipper's not going to Tailwind here and do this. Well, he last respects Exeggutor instead, and Exeggutor survives it! Whoa, big Exeggutor move! What does Pelipper do? Pelipper goes for the Weather Ball. And Weather Ball's going to take out Exeggutor, but Exeggutor did the job that it needed to do. So now we get to bring in Torkoal here, and we still have the Sash on Fluttermane, which is nice. Which activates Fluttermane's Photosynthesis. And because Pelipper has the ability to Wide Guard, I think we always Shadow Ball the Basket Legion here, and just go for the Heat Wave into Pelipper, because we can't really do anything else. Pelipper protects on this turn. Shadow Ball takes Basket Legion. A Heat Wave, but of course Pelipper protects. But now we can Shadow Ball and Helping Hand Shadow Ball. The only way that they could beat us is if they land a 50% accuracy Hurricane and confuse Fluttermane at this point. Or the crit can just do it. Saves us an extra turn there. If the Shadow Ball doesn't KO normally. GG's, that was very good. Definitely very good, K-Dog. I got stretched after that one. K-Dog, didn't I give you a Pokemon before for not Toxic Stalling me? Where's my... I don't actually have my notes up right now. Let me pull up my notes. I did. You know what? Because you showed significant VGC improvement there, I am willing to give you a Pokemon. But it also means that I get to ban one of your Pokemon. Is that a trade that you're willing to make? Well, I mean, I guess I get to ban a Pokemon even if you win legitimately in the next one, but... Hey, Doug, are you still there? I won in that one time, and that's why I'm saying you got VGC improvement. Which means that I'll allow you to take a Pokemon. Because you won the very first battle very skillfully. You assessed your opening and you made probably the best possible move, and you won because of it. There, I'll start searching for a trade partner and you can tell me which Pokemon you want. No, I don't want your Pokemon, but I gotta get rid of them. It's easier if I give them to people who might actually use them. And you're getting VGC improvement for the first time. The other time was just because you were toxic stalling me, and it was technically VGC improvement. No? Alright, well, whatever. I guess we're back to that. The floor is open again. Alright, we got Jonathan. Okay. Let's decide rules. And then let me hide screen while I pick a team. And we're gonna go with this team to start out. Nobody will expect it. Remember, can I have your perfect Bidoof? I want to name it Peanut Butter. Well, I mean, first of all, I don't have a perfect Bidoof in this game. I do have one in Pokemon Go. Second of all, you can only have Pokemon that I actually used in the battles. And third of all, no. I have to keep my perfect Bidoof for myself in case the world ends. And I need to form the Poké Avengers. Let me know during battle how I can improve my team, because I need tips. Okay. It seems like you've got a lot of supports here. Volbeat, Indeedee, Florges, and Sableye are all supports. Gyarados might be Moxie. Or Pardos is kind of slow. So if you're not getting up Trick Room with Indeedee, you feel like this team is going to struggle. Let's start off this team with... Who? Let's just start Pelipper or Caledon, and then do... Actually, the Volbeat, or the Volbeat might be Sunny Day, in order to get rid of my weather. I'm going to retract leading Pelipper first. I'm going to Grimmsnarl first, and then have Pelipper, and I think Blastoise in the back makes a lot of sense here. May I battle you after you're done? It's a first come, first serve service, so whoever punches in the link code fast enough is the one who gets to battle. Alright, who we got first is Florges and Indeedee. Is Florges Rage Powder? I don't think so. I don't want to be too passive, though, because I feel like I'll probably get up the Trick Room here. I'm just going... I kind of want to Body Press the Indeedee just to start chunking it, but I'm going to Snarl so that Grimmsnarl has some better longevity. Because they do have a Fairy type on the field, and Grimmsnarl is weak to that. Okay, we trade light screens from the way things look here. You have the Snarl, which chips Indeedee for a little bit and doesn't really do much damage to Florges. Oh, I did crit Indeedee. Perhaps a little bit luckily there. The Indeedee is also kind of fast, if it's faster than our Caledon, and they decide to Misty Terrain away their own Psychic Terrain, which is interesting. It means that I can't... Well, I guess I couldn't Thunder Wave them anyways, but now I can't Thunder Wave them for a different reason. Because Thunder Wave is Prankster, so the priority Psychic Terrain would ignore it, but... Now I can't do it because... Because Pokemon on the field cannot be status right now. Indeedee's going to redirect some attacks here from the way things look. We're going to Body Press into it. That's some decent damage. Or just goes for the Misty Explosion. Which is going to take out Indeedee. Critting their own Indeedee, maybe a little unfortunately there. Taking Florges out. Gonna give our Caledon a stamina proc, and Grimmsnarl's Spirit Break would have taken out Indeedee probably if Indeedee didn't get crit there on the light screen and special attack dropped Florges, but who knows. Rampardos is now gonna hit the field. And so is Volbeat. Rampardos is Mold Breaker, and Volbeat is unaffected by... Huh. Unaffected by things. Well, if it's in the air, I mean, I'm going to Body Press Rampardos here because it is super effective. And we're going to toss a Thunder Wave over at Volbeat since it's not on the terrain. Volbeat goes for the Tailwind here in order to increase its team speed. We can Thunder Wave the Volbeat, again, since it's not on the terrain right now. And we're going to Body Press and Reflect this turn. Bonnie is going to decide to go for a Terrestrialization. And it is the Rampardos becoming a Grass type. Perhaps not wanting to be affected by Powder moves. Not that we have any of those. Volbeat unfortunately cannot move because Paralyzed, but if it was a priority move, it only could have affected the Caledon. Earthquake is going to come out from Rampardos, and both Pokemon take that pretty okay. It's going to proc our Caledon's stamina again, and Body Press comes down to Rampardos, deals some good damage. And the Rampardos has shown itself to protect. I think I'm just going to go for the Electro Shot into Volbeat and then swap out Grimmsnarl. Pelipper gets up the Drizzle. Oh, and they side Swagger the Rampardos. I see. And they're not being affected by the confusion because of the terrain. So the Earthquake would have done double the damage it did last time, but as long as they didn't crit us, which they didn't, our Caledon still lives. And we get Electro Shot into Volbeat here, which does crit Volbeat. Quite a bit of damage to it. Closing screen, light screen ward off. And I'm just going to Body Press and a White Guard here. Volbeat goes for Swagger again into Rampardos. Rampardos doesn't get confused because it's on the terrain. Rampardos goes for the Rock Slide, but we're going to be able to Wide Guard it out. Caledon gets the Body Press into Rampardos. Opposing team's Tailwind peters out, and now we can Electroshot and Hurricane. GG's, GG's. I like the idea. It just might need some specific mons reworked. What do you think the team is lacking? Something is definitely missing? Yeah, the thing about... Like, you need a lot of setup turns there. And at the time that you were getting up a lot of setup turns, I was also getting up a lot of setup turns. So, like, if I was to do anything, I would probably change Rampardos out for, like, an own tempo Pokemon. So that way you don't have to rely on bringing the terrain every time. And the own tempo will negate you getting confused off the Swagger if you really want to go for the side Swagger. Because I don't think there's anything inherently wrong with the Volbeat. It's just Volbeat might need a better friend or two. And then Florges Misty Explosion is a move, but I don't know how reliable it is to go for the Misty Explosion. Let's do this team. Who are the other mons? Was... Oh, Gyarados we didn't see, and... What was other than Gyarados? Is Gyarados like Lumberry Moxie? Because that's the set I would probably be using on Gyarados to try and get it. It's like a decent Reg H team. Or at least decent surprise Reg H team idea. Because then you can start stacking up Moxie Boost, and you just need that one side Swagger into Gyarados. Because you're Lumberry, so you eat your Lumberry once you're Swaggered, and then Gyarados is +2. And then ideally, once Gyarados is +2, you can start picking up KOs into things, and hopefully your opponent can't KO you back. The bullet sounds, I want Florges to set up the terrain and then leave as soon as possible. That's why I gave it the explosion move. I mean, that's fine if you want to get a Pokemon off the field. It's just that the trade-off there is that you lose a Pokemon that maybe doesn't end up doing very much damage. Bit of a different Sun team here. Very offensive Sun team. That I don't know if I could slow down enough with my Tyranitar. I think I have to leave this, and then have this, and... Ooh. I don't think I can justify bringing Rillaboom here, because 3 fire types. And DD is weird to bring here, though. Like, it doesn't go around the eruption is the thing. Harriet is Terrafire. I think I bring Hatterene and I just see what happens. I see, but like also I want to use Rampardos though. Haha, I don't think I want to change it. Well, if you're gonna be dead set on using Rampardos, then I would try to make your Indeedee a Trick Room Indeedee. Because Rampardos is a very frail and slow Pokemon. But it has a good attack stat. So as long as you can get off attacks with Rampardos reliably, and you don't need as much setup because you're just setting up the Trick Room, then you're a bit better off. Alright, I'm going to do Rock Slide and swap Tyranitar here. Log out for Arena, get up the sand. Arcanine gets off the rock slide, does good damage to both here. Typhlosion flinches, but it probably wasn't going to do very much damage anyways. And Charger Bug goes for the Sticky Web. Lowering the speed of everything. Typhlosion takes the Sand Chip. Charger Bug also takes Sand Chip, and I'm pretty sure we just repeat the previous turn. Except they could bring in their Sun, so we're gonna swap out our Sand so that we can bring back our Sand later. Primarina gets caught in the Sticky Web, but I'm not too worried about Speed Wars right now. Arcanine gets off the Rock Slide, and that's gonna take Typhlosion and bring Charger Bug pretty low. Charger Bug does get off the Electro Web, perhaps lowering Arcanine's speed here to where it might be more manageable for the Pokemon that they have in the back. Charger Bug, unfortunately, does not live the Sandstorm here. Primarina gets buffeted by the Sandstorm. Oh, Charger Bug was faster than Primarina. Huh. Now we see Blossom hitting the field, and we see Ninetales hitting the field. Okay. I think I am fine with just clicking Rock Slide and then swapping back in Tyranitar here. So that means that they lose the Weather War. And Blossom immediately gets slower. Ninetales might outspeed Tyranitar or Arcanine now because of the Electro Web. Oh, Tyranitar's also Clear Amulet, so we're not getting affected by the Sticky Web on our entrance here. Which is perhaps a side benefit. We're going to see Ninetales Terrestrialize into Ghost. Ninetales does go for Scorching Sands into Arcanine. Arcanine is able to take it, though, because of the Sand buff. Gets off Rock Slide, but not doing very much damage. And Blossom gets off Quiver Dance. Opponent's buffeted by Sandstorm. Okay. I think I just sack Arcanine here to Rock Slide, and I have to Terra Grass Tyranitar and knock off the Blossom. Oh, actually, maybe I should have just knocked off Ninetales instead. I don't know. I really don't want the Blossom getting out of hand, is the thing. Ninetales goes for Scorching Sands, that's going to KO Arcanine. Blossom goes for Strength Sap, which will not lower my attack, but it will heal Blossom. Knock off Blossom's item. Ninetales is buffeted. Blossom is buffeted. Rattata is buffeted. Henry gets caught in the Sticky Web. This is where it would be nice to have Terrifier here. I'm going to Trick Room and knock off the Ninetales. So they can either try to stop me from setting up the Trick Room, or they can stop me from trying to KO Ninetales, but I don't think they can afford to do both. They do burn Tyranitar here, so now maybe they can do both. Not with Moonblast, they can't, though. Special attack drop there is a little unfortunate. Okay, we still pick up the KO into Ninetales, which is the big thing, at least. Hello, Wonder Red 2024. How you doing? You have to change your name in like a month. Everybody takes the sand damage. And this is Mystical Fire, and this is knockoff, even though it's had its item knocked off. Alright, we're good. GG's, GG's. You know Wonder Red? Ah, what a coincidence. Oh, looks like John doesn't want to battle for the last attempt, which is fine. Oh, you also got GG Plays. I'm good, yeah, it's almost 2025, so it changes every year. I mean, everybody's got their own traditions. Take a sip of water real quick. Alright. Lore is open now, which by the time you see this, I've already been searching. Alright, Key Dog is back at it again. Let me hide screen to pick a team. And, okay, very similar team to last time, except this time instead of seeing Blood Moon, we were seeing Alcremie. Wonder why that change was made. I think I do Scizor and Pelipper here. Or I could do Blastoise and try to start getting Blastoise set up for the endgame. I kind of like Blastoise endgame here. And then Grimmsnarl and Arcaldon it back. I'm gonna be annoying in battle. I mean, hopefully not too annoying. But I mean, as long as you've got a strategy that works, and isn't just throwing out as many dice as possible, then we'll see. Give you a shout out over on my community tab. I should see some Pika Pals in here. Well, thanks for doing that, John Pika. I appreciate it. Okay, we've got a Urshifu and an Alcremie. I think I'm going to Bullet Punch the Alcremie and start getting up Iron Defenses with Blastoise. Bullet Punch, clean KO's Alcremie just straight through. Urshifu goes for these Surging Strikes. Looks like this is going to be enough to pick up KO into Scizor. Oh, Scizor actually lives. Blastoise gets off a singular Iron Defense. Okay, here we see Basque Legion come in. We're going to swap Arcaldon here and I don't really see a reason not to just Iron Defense with Blastoise again. Yeah, let's do that. Goes for Surging Strikes into our Keldon. But our Keldon is going to resist it and catch a defense boost each time. It was like cherries fix their team. Most threatening words I've ever heard in my life. Keldon gets defense boost. Basculegion goes for the Lash Respects, does that much damage to Blastoise. Blastoise gets off another Iron Defense. And I want to KO Basculegion before I KO the bear. So I think I have to do this. Surging Strike's still coming on to our Keldon. Keldon is now at max defense. Basculegion Lash Respects into our Keldon. Keldon gets its first turn of Electro Shot. I found Shiny Bonsly and Sudowoodo in Legends. No Alphas, though. And yes, I saved and learned my lessons with the 2 Shiny Rowlet. Well, at least you got them forever now. I don't think we got any accuracy drops there, did we? No. I think this is always Body Press the bear. Switching Strikes in our Keldon. Should be fine though, we just need the Basculegion not to crit me with its Slash Respects. Okay. Electroshock gets rid of Basculegion. Blastoise, +3 body press. Does at least some damage to the bear. And who is this? Okay, it's Flittermane. I am fine with this because I'm going to double the Urshifu slot. Moonblast comes down to our Keldon. I need the Urshifu to not crit me here on its fighting type move. Okay, I went for the water type move. I need Urshifu to not be Bright Powder here. Great. And now I can bring in Scizor. Bullet Punch and Muddy Water. That's a GG. Alright, back up against the wall, K-Dog. You gotta win the next two in order to pull out the set. I'm gonna hide screen just for not formalities. What's the word? Formalities. Formalities is not a word. Let's do these guys and gals. Okay, seems to be the same team as last time. This time, though, I think I do Fluttermane and Dee. What saved me last time? Exeggutor? Dealing damage on the field? Maybe Torkoal and... Combo feels risky. Incineroar does not. I wonder if Bundle's gonna lock in an Ice type move. Yeah, I think we do Incineroar and back. The code should be that you did not change it right. I have not changed it all stream, so as long as you have it from at literally any point today, you should have it. Okay, there's Bundle, and here's Urshifu. Could rip our Terra Stellar right here. I feel like I would have no regrets. Yeah, let's do it. Indeed, gets off the Helping Hand. Fluttermane gets off the Stellar Terra boosted Dazzling Gleam. And that KOs only one. Uh-oh. That's a Sash. Okay, that changes things a little bit. I think I always bring Torkoal here. Opponent brings out Fluttermane. And they should try... Or I guess I should try Heat Wave both slots. And then... follow me for Torkoal. Okay, Fluttermane Dazzling Gleams, which is not the worst thing in the world. Urshifu Surging Strikes, which we take because we currently have the Sun. Heatwave connects on both, which is what we wanted. And now who is in the back? It is Basket Legion. Okay. I don't know if this Legion is banned like it was before, but I think I always click the Heatwave here and then protect Indeedee. Or I could swap Indeedee out and get the Intimidate off with Incineroar if I think Incineroar lives the combination moves. But then I'm giving up Indeedee's. Not gonna follow me. We see opponent terrestrialization. They are terrestrializing their Basket Legion into Ghost. Following with Indeedee. Armain goes for the Moonblast. Indeedee lives it. Basket Legion goes for the last respects. Does not affect Indeedee. Pokémon gets off the Heat Wave. Does not miss either Pokemon. Does not get a burn though. So now I think I swap Incineroar and then I protect Indeedee. This is still GG's, not gonna lie. It depends. We'll see, we'll see. Moonblast does go on to Indeedee. And Last Respects does come out into Incineroar. How much does this do? That's a pretty good amount. I'm not going to say what I think is about to happen, but this is very crucial here. Okay, yeah. They needed a Dazzling Gleam there, I think. If they high roll me on the Lash Respects, then that's also their win con here, but if they Dazzling Gleamed, then I needed to fall back on my Agua Berry activating there in order to live this hit. Basket Legion did not high roll me, though. Knockoff takes out Basket Legion. Basket Legion is in fact a choice band. Weirdness disappears. Now we swap in Torkoal. I'm curious to see how much Fluttermane does to Incineroar. Still not over because we can miss the Heat Waves. And I think I have to go for them. Also depends how much Fluttermane does to Torkoal. Dazzling Gleam is not going to pick up KO on either Mon. And Knockoff is going to pick up KO on a Fluttermane. But GG's, GG's. I'm going to be so annoying in battle, I might win. I mean, it's the way you're talking about it, it sounds like a pretty solid strat. Well, unfortunately, the last battle of the set doesn't matter, but you're more than welcome to complete it just to get a little bit of practice. Gets the Pokemon off one word and the shiny colors. It's a spider that is pink, purple, orange, black, and white, blue. And the height, I have no idea what Pokemon heights are. If it's that, are you talking about Ariados? Because I think Ariados is all those colors. Shiny Ariados. Okay, same mods as last time. How do I want to lead into this? Probably with what did I do last time? I led Rillaboom and Hatterene, and that didn't work. I do Rillaboom Primarina, and that might work. And then have Arcanine Tyranitar back. It sounds like a real bad plan. This battle doesn't matter too much. I'm not going to try and overthink it. It's in Paldea. Well, because it's not Ariados then. Well, Spidops is a spider, but it's not... It's not orange, black, or white. It's just pink and blue. Okay. I'm curious to see how much the Grassy Glide does into Bundle, and then Moonblast the Bear. Okay, Glide flat out picks up the Bundle KO there. Surging Strikes comes out to Primarina. Primarina, not the most physically Pokemon, but it does resist the Surging Strikes. Brings Urshifu down to its Sash. I was gonna make dinner, but I got Ruffles. What's Ruffles? Is that like a fast food chain in your area? See Basculegion hitting the field. It's probably most important that I deal damage into that, but I do want to try and pick off the Urshifu. You also saw the Grassy was a 2-ko last time. I think I'm fine just losing Primarina here. Actually, wait. I should just Wood Hammer the... No, the Basculegion might be faster than me. Let's Grassy Glide the Basculegion and just Hyper Voice. Because they need a Terra to not die, and if they Terra, then Hyper Voice will not be resistant. Grassy Glide comes out, does that much damage to Basculegion. Surging Strikes comes out, does that much damage to Primarina, but 3 times. Palami borrowed his Trick Room team a couple weeks ago, runs a Sandstorm Trick Room team. Same. Lash Specs comes out into Rillaboom. Not KOing Rillaboom. Wow, good job, Rillaboom. Hyper Voice getting the double KO here. Exception of Garchomp and Hisuian Arcanine, because those two are regular speed stats. Yeah. Garchomp's pretty speedy. Arcanine's like a mid-speed. It's Spidops, black, white eyes, orange bottom, and blue neck. Does shiny Spidops really have orange on it? I've never noticed that before. I think I just attack with both, and even if this is like Dazzling Gleam, I just bring in Arcanine and Tyranitar and they win the game. Or we could just crit the Dazzling Gleam, or crit the Grassy Glide, that also works. Ruffles are a potato chip brand? Ah, I see. The crit saved you. I still had Arcanine and Tyranitar in the back. Even if you crit Arcanine, it would not have killed Arcanine, and Arcanine, whatever Arcanine landed into Fluttermane would always kill it. GG's, GG's. I gotta take a second to flex my wrist here. Alright. I'm gonna put link code on screen. And by the time you see this, I'm probably searching, but I'm gonna wait for stream to catch up. And the stream is now caught up. Alright, what do we got here? We got GG Plays coming back at it again. I'm gonna hide team here just for formality reasons. Let's start with this team. Okay, we do have a Scoville and Muck in play. That's a little problematic. I think I do this, and then... I do... I think I do this, and... this and back. Any chance I can value singles 3v3 to show you my Smeargle? Maybe in one of the non beat me in value take my Pokemon streams. Cause I don't know when the next 7-star raid is coming around, but whenever we do the middle live stream for those streams, which is viewer suggestions, we do single battles during those viewer suggestions. But I like to keep the double battle streams just to double battles, so if I have to go back and look at it, it's easier to keep up with. I'm going to Clangstill, and I'm going to fake out the Muck. Scoville goes for the Rage Powder. Muck flinches and cannot move. Sylvan's Moody Procs gets a defense boost and a Spadef drop. So it's extra likely that I'm going to KO it on this next turn. Fortunately, Knockoff is the best thing that I have to hit this Muck. Could Will-O-Wisp it, though. Will-O-Wisp will have it do damage to itself over time. Unless it's rest. Let's just Will-O-Wisp into it. Play Skills comes out. KO Scoville. gets access to the Moody. Incineroar lands the Will-O-Wisp. Hi, Stormtrooper in a business suit. How you doing? And Muck goes for the Mini Mize. Tomo gains some health back. Muck takes some Burn Chip. Its Moody activates, which increases its Spadef, but lowers its attack. Pretty good Moody turn for the Muck, I would say. Hypno's coming out onto the field. I was forewarned to one of my moves, but I'm going to do this and do this. So the Muck did go for Minimize, but Kwamo's Aura Sphere is 100% accurate, so it will ignore the evasion changes. It kind of just depends what Hypno does here. I think it is a fake-out Pokemon. Not 100% sure of that, though. If Muck, decides to protect, it could be weird. Muck takes the Aura Sphere because of its Spadef boost. It got off the Moody. Hypno trades items, and Incineroar obtains a Choice Scarf, and Hypno obtains an Aqua Berry. We knock off the Hypno, which takes it out in one hit, so it doesn't even get a chance to eat the Aqua Berry. And what does Muck do? Muck goes for the Body Slam. Unfortunately, not able to trigger a Paralysis. Who you battling? I'm battling GG Plays. Muck's Moody activates. I did not see what went up, but its speed went down. Opposing Incineroar comes in. Incineroar floats in the air with its air balloon. I think we... Oh, I can only do that. Guess I'll knock off the opposing Incineroar. Okay, Incineroar does not fake out into Kamo, which means the Kamo gets to pick off Muck. No, you messed me up. I mean, I just know the way the strategy works. Incineroar has Crush Chop for opposing Incineroar. Now we can click Aura Sphere, and I'm going to cycle out Incineroar just in case I need the Intimidate for whatever reason. I've just been lurking in chat. I mean, sometimes lurking is just a good vibe. We love the lurkers. Opposing Incineroar goes for Terra Fire. And we take out Incineroar with a potential crit that matters. If I had to guess, probably not. And that's a GG. Alright, I'm not going to bother hiding screen. I'm just going to bring this team for the second battle. Okay, same team as last time. How do I prep for the Scoville and Muck, though? I think I just do Pelipper or Caledon. And then I might actually need Raichu in the back for this game. And then... who else? I guess Grimmsnarl doesn't hurt anything. I'll do that. Can I call you Fire? Sure, you can call me anything you want as long as it's not late for dinner. Okay, we see Garchomp and Latios sitting the field. I think I Hurricane Garchomp and... what do they have again? I think Archaludon rips the Terra Flying here to Electroshot the Latios. Call him Mr. T? I mean, that would be a little random and I probably wouldn't respond to it, but you could. Theoretically. We see Latios Helping Hand into Garchomp. Garchomp goes for the Rock Tomb into Pelipper. Doing about half damage to, or just over half damage. Is more. The more important thing to note is that it's a Tuco, but it also lowers Pelipper's speed. Caledon's attack goes up. You get some Electroshot damage into Latios. And we get Hurricane damage into the Garchomp. So I'm going to protect Pelipper here, and... could go for the Body Press, but I'll take Rough Skin damage. I think I just Flash Cannon the Garchomp. We decide to Rock Tomb into Archaludon, which does some chip damage, does lower Archaludon's speed, but it activates our stamina. Latios goes for the Simple Beam into Archaludon, changing stamina to Simple. Get Flash Cannon into Garchomp. Seems like everybody is enjoying the fact that there is a Latios on screen. Intimidate is going to double lower Archaludon's attack stat because of the Simple, and Incineroar is floating with the Air Balloon. I kind of don't want to be flinched on either of my Pokemon, but I don't think that there's very much that I can do about that. But I'm going to Weather Ball and Electroshot Incineroar because I think it is the threat right now. Latios decides to Helping Hand into Incineroar, and Incineroar is probably faster than both. Doesn't get off a Snarl here, which is a critical hit on Pelipper, bringing it pretty low, but most notably lowering the special attack of both Pokemon on the field, and harshly lowering it for Archaludon, because Archaludon is simple. Archaludon is going to get off the Electroshot, though, and Archaludon gets a double boost because of Simple in order to negate the Snarl drop. And Electroshot does some big damage to Incineroar. Pops its Air Balloon, but that doesn't matter because the Pelipper's Weather Ball is going to come out here. It's going to pick up Incineroar. I saw Latios a lot back in Gen 5 online battles. Oh yeah. This is before Fairy types were invented, so Drag Mag was all the rage. All you needed was a couple of dragons, a couple of steel types, maybe a little bit of rain. You're good. Hypno is forewarned. I think I'm... How many rain turns do I have? Oh, my guard would have gone so hard last turn. I think I just protect Pelipper here, and then click Snarl with our Caledon. And let's see what happens. We're going to see Terrestrialization from the opponent. Is Latios going Terra Psychic? Pelipper's going to protect. Hypno goes for the Hypnosis, but unfortunately our Caledon is able to dodge it. Latios goes for the Lesser Purge, which is not able to pick off Pelipper. Caledon's Snarl does meaningful damage to both. Oh, by the way, Fire Shen Power is still able to be used for me. Still correct until I get my next one. That is correct. Let's upgrade Snarl here and go for another Snarl. Hypnosis. Oh, unfortunately, once again, misses our Caledon. Latios gets off the Luster Purge into our Caledon. And he's gonna do some damage. Partially lowering our Caledon's def. Caledon gets off maybe one last Snarl. As the rain is now kaput. And I think my optimal move here is to Light Screen. It might actually be to Thunder Wave the Hypno. Yeah, because then it'll be slower than our Caledon. Well, I guess goes for the Dragon Pulse, which is at least still able to pick up KO into our Caledon. Fire, I noticed you have a Raichu. Did you know my favorite Pokemon is Pikachu? I did not know that. There's new information for me. Did Griffstar fall asleep there? No. Okay. Well, actually, I think I always fake out the Latios slot. Go, Raichu, do the thing! Oh, wait, did I Thunder Wave the Latios? I intended to do that, because now Raichu's gonna get the Lightning Rod, which is something I definitely intended to do there. Raichu gets this attack buff. Let's go, Raichu. Hypnosis comes out into Grimmsnarl. But at this point, all I need is Raichu. Because we save Pelipper for this very moment, where Raichu is going to land the Thunder! Dragon Gem Draco Meteor, that does solve a lot of Gen 5 problems right there. That's a GG. Latios on the field is such a treat. You don't see many Latios out there nowadays. It was pretty popular at the start of Reg F. It was a decent little mon for being able to use Luster Purge to hit like Urshifu and stuff and not care about Urshifu. Well, the water one, not the dark one, but... What else did Latios do really good against at the start of Reg F that it didn't do against later? Oh, it just hit Amoonguss. Amoonguss was really nice. No, there was something else. Something else that needed to levitate for. Oh, maybe Blood. I think I'm getting my formats mixed up. Either way, I still have one battle left with GG Plays, and it is against this team. I wonder if Ash evolved his Pikachu now. Probably not. I mean, oh, we disconnected. So I think means GG Plays. Oh, GG Plays just has to go. Fair enough. Fair enough. Alright, stream, whenever it catches up, we will search. And we're there now. Not gonna lie, I was hoping that the Sprigatito would stay Sprigatito in the anime. I get it either way. Like, if it stays a Sprigatito, then, like, it stays the mascot. But, also, Sprigatito is heckin' weak, whereas Pikachu, you can at least argue is strong in some scenarios because it can do light ball things. The Sprigatito is, even Florgato is never preferred over Meowscarada eventually. It can hit Garchomp and not need to worry about the earthquakes. Yeah, that's a nice thing that Latios can do. I'm not gonna worry about hiding screen right now. Let's just start with this team. Okay. This is a little nasty. I don't think Hatterene can take a Hyper Voice and a Dazzling Gleam if they do Flutter Mane and Zoroark. But I also can't lead my Rock types in case they lead Kamo. I don't think he would lead Kamo into this team, though. Because I have 3 Fairy types. Kamo seems more like a back support Pokemon. Let's do Indeedee Hatterene, and then... Oh, Kamo could be soundproof. For Primarina. Let's do Rillaboom and Tyranitar back. Because I think I have to. Hi, Suwa, how you doing? Sprigatito is strong, though. It almost killed that emo dude in episode 2. I mean, I don't know if beating up humans is really the benchmark for Pokemon being strong, but yeah, somehow some people think it is. Okay, this could very well just be Flutter Mane and Zoroark, and I don't think I can take it if it is. We at least know that that's real Flutter Mane, but we were never questioning if that's real Flutter Mane or not. Okay. Hit swap in Tyranitar. If this is Kamo and it like gets Kamo should never clank her soul here though. I'm gonna do this. Indeed, he protects. And what happens? What main clicks? Full on Moonblast, not Dazzling Gleam. Okay, well I could have gotten up the Trick Room then. Also the crit kind of stinks. And Como is in fact a Zoroark. Okay, well I could have gotten up the Trick Room there. Let's see how much this does. I'm doing okay. I'm making birthday plans for the weekend. Saturday's my birthday. Well, happy early birthday. Fluttermane goes for Mystical Fire. Which lowers Didi's attack. And Zoroark goes for the Snarl again. Lowering both my Pokemon's special attack stats. I'm gonna expect him to actually swap in combo here and then go for the Wood Hammer into Fluttermane. Because I feel like they need their Zoroark to beat Hatterene. Okay, they did not swap out combo, so I could have just taken Zoroark there. Goes for Moonblast, and Didi absorbs it. Goes for Icy Wind. Okay, Rillaboom takes it. Woodhammer picks up KO into Fluttermane. Rillaboom is going to be KO'd in return, though. Zoroark gets some HP back. Now they bring out their real combo. I'm going to follow me Trick Room. Do you watch The Amazing Digital Circus? I do. I am keeping up with that. I know they're having a new episode this month. I think it's on the 13th, is there? The McDonald's looking episode? Zora goes for Snarl. Homo goes for Flash Cannon. Didi takes that too. Harry gets at the room. Going to Helping Hand and Dazzling Gleam here. They might go Terra Steel combo, and as a matter of fact, I expect them to, but even if they Terra Steel combo, I feel like they don't KO Hatterene. And we have Tyranitar in the back for Stomping Tantrum. Okay, opponent's Terastallizing. And they are taking combo to be Terra Steel. He gets off the Helping Hand. Dazzling Gleam picks up KO on Zoroark there. Might have been better for me to redirect with Ndidi there. Flash Cannon comes out. Hatterene lives it, actually. Good job, Hatterene. It does mean I spend another turn with Ndidi on the field kind of unnecessarily. Grass disappears from the battlefield. Last Pokemon's Whimsicott. Okay. That does kind of complicate things. Actually, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to hard swap Tyranitar here. Because if Whimsicott is sashed, the Sandstorm will break the sash at the end of the turn. But once Indeedee dies, it means that I get to bring in Hatterene at full health. And also not attack dropped from earlier. Combo actually protects here. Ugh, I kind of wanted them to KO Indeedee here. I think I have to do this. I don't know what's more important, early game leads or end game survivors at times. I mean, it's a real balance of both. Getting a really good lead can win you the game, but having a really solid end game plan will win you the game more often than not. Tyranitar gets off the Stomping Tantrum. That does good damage to Combo. Combo gets off Aura Sphere. Does that much to Tyranitar. Whimsicott gets off Moonblast. Does that much to Tyranitar. Indeedee is buffeted by Sand. We only have one turn of room left? Uh-oh. That's bad. I think I lose now. I thought we had more turns of room left than that. I would not have swapped out Hatterene if I thought so. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I lose. Because now they just double protect. Honestly, I never want an early lead because stuff can still get turned around. Yeah, if you give up a lot of resources at the beginning just to gain an early lead, then your opponent's got you all figured out and you have no surprises left in the back. I think the Tyranitar, or the Combo can even just clang Scales here. Oh, whoops, I did the wrong thing. Ah, well, I can't win this battle anyways, even if I didn't misclick there. Clank Scales always ends the game there. Crazy how Lizzie, voice of Pomni, also voices Sungo from Pokemon Horizons. That is neat. I do like... It wasn't something that I used to do very often, but I like going on IMDb pages and seeing who voices who. What are the odds the opponent misclicks and does not attack? Okay, well, there is that adoption. Yeah, I think the correct answer there was always Terra Fire on Hatterene to not lose to Kamo's Flash Cannon. I just missed it, but GG's, GG's. Not gonna lie though, I think I enjoy Terra as a gimmick just because of how good it is defensively. I wouldn't say that I enjoy Terra because I like it defensively. I'd say maybe that's like my least favorite part of Terra actually, is like I'm fighting a Baxcalibur and I have like a dragon type, or it's like a dragon steel type, and then the Baxcalibur will either stay a dragon type so I can hit with the dragon type move, or it'll become a fairy type so I can hit it with a fighting type move or something like that. Like, I don't... And then, like, Baxcalibur just clicks Dragon Dance when defensive tearing. But I like the symbolism of it. Like, whenever you get, like, a Terra-fired King Gambit, and, King Gambit can't be burned then. And also kind of colors it, like, kind of nice. Because I think this game would be an absolutely competitive shambles if we did not have open team sheets for Terra types. What do I do here? I think I do you, and I do you, and then you and you hopefully clean up. Then again, there's benefits to bringing Kamo here. Yeah, I think I bring Kamo over Exeggutor. You know, people often say Mega Evolution was that first gimmick introduced in the Pokemon franchise, but that's not true. There's one before it. Can you guess what it is? Are you talking about type gems? Oh, John Pico already said gems. And Sua said no. You know, people also say Mega Evolution was the first gimmick introduced in the Pokemon franchise. That's not true. Are you talking about abilities? Mega Evolution is the first gimmick. But every generation has, like, battle updates. Because a gimmick is something that doesn't return. Or at least doesn't return very often, because Mega Evolution kind of breaks that, because it appeared in Gen 7. Let's just Dazzling Gleam and... playing the Zoroark is really tricky here. Opponent withdraws their Fluttermane into Among Us, question mark. Fluttermane gets that is not an Among Us. Man, I could have Dazzling Gleam so free there. I still can, because it's Zoroark. You know, let's screw it. I'm gonna rip it. Rip it and hope it's not Sash. Usually when I rip it, it goes terribly, though. Because something ends up being Sash. Did Beast really call Mega Evolution a gimmick? Z-moves were a gimmick, and D-Max was too. I can't see Megas as a gimmick. Yeah, Megas is a gimmick. Megas, Z-moves, Dynamax, and now Terrestrialization are the competitive battle modes that define, like, a generation. Megas only got brought back in Sun and Moon for reasons, like, Just because it was easy, I guess. Okay, the Zoroark is a Sash. Doubles can't really be a gimmick. The first gimmick was introduced in Generation 3. I mean, that is abilities. What is that? Is that Bitter Malice? I think it was Specs Bitter Malice. Maybe not Specs, actually, but still fairly damaging Bitter Malice. You know what? Actually, maybe I should have just protected and then attacked with DD on this turn. Yeah, that would have been a much better turn. Because it would keep Fluttermane safe. In case of a speed tie here. Or their Fluttermane just protects. Took me a while to accept there were no Megas in Gen 8. Yeah. They reined him in. No Megas, no Primals. Alright, we're gonna do this. Has anyone defended you more than twice? Oh, you mean defeated me? Cherry's defeated me... how many times now? 6 times? Yeah, 6 times. Someone named Lax has defeated me twice. And K-Dog has technically defeated me twice. But they only took 1 Pokemon. Okay, their Fluttermane comes back onto the field. What do I have? Why the hell did I bring Torkoal to this? How's this Terragrass? I guess we go on a Fluttermane speed tie. Or their Fluttermane is Terra Fairy and doesn't die to the Shadow Ball. Yeah, it's Terra Fairy. Yeah, I guess Rage Powders. I did not as... I guess the special attack drops are really mattering. D takes that. Weirdness disappears from the battlefield. Do have an Icy Wind I can use. I think I Helping Hand it too. No, they're speed tying me. Oh, well, I lost the speed tie. On fort. Man, that would have been... If I redirected that, it would have been such a good turn, because Indeedee would die and I would get in Torkoal for free, while pressuring another Icy Wind with... And I would get Speed Booster on my Fluttermane, because they would become Attack Booster and Sun. I don't think there's a way out now, though. Ideal move here is... I think just Protect Indeedee. Spell combo coming out onto the field. John Pika says, are you referring to the Shadow Pokemon from Pokemon Coliseum? And Sua says, yep, that's it. Okay, Amogus protects here. What does Fluttermane do? Fluttermane is in fact Moonblasting, and how much damage does this do to Torkoal? A little less than half. It does lower special attack though, which is really what we needed to not happen. I think this is cooked no matter the way you look at it. I'm referring to Shadow Pokemon, Pokemon Coliseum, and Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness, which were special Pokemon only capable of using Shadow moves and could be caught by a Snagga machine. That is true. I wouldn't call that a mechanic necessarily, but it is a way that that Pokemon worked in that game. Like, a mechanic is something that you can only do once per battle, whereas you can have a bunch of Shadow Pokemon. But now Kamo comes in and Kamo just gets clapped. Would Paradox be considered a gimmick? I really hope we get new Paradoxes. No, Paradox is just a type of Pokemon. We've had Ultra Beasts, we'd have Paradoxes, and... I cannot think of the other type that's not a legendary type, but is kind of like legendaries. Paradox, Ultra Beast, and... I think I'm making up the other one. I can't remember it right now. So if you want to go to the next battle, will you still have to race to get the code first? Pretty much, yeah. And Fluttermane's gonna finish off game with Moonblast. GG's, GG's. I was watching Sugar Conroy play XD today. I have not seen that playthrough. I'll have to go search for it. Cherry might get the first three-peat here. Third game is for fun, or I'm good with whatever, but I also want to test the last team. I mean, fair enough. Nobody's gotten the three-peat before. I don't think so. I'm pretty sure nobody's gotten the three-peat. I almost went to hide screen there, like I didn't have a last team pick. It's the rain team, isn't it? Yeah, because we started with the Trick Room team. Okay, what do I do here? When was I could come in and just set Sunny Day whenever my rain wants to be up? I was gonna do these four. Most consistent four. Spin-off Pokemon peaked with Pokemon Coliseum XD. Yeah, those were good ones. I've never played them, but I've seen them multiple times. And those seem like actually hard designed Pokemon games, which I wish we could have these days. Okay, we have the Kamo question mark and the Whimsicott question mark. Would it be crazy for me to click Hurricane here? I feel like it would be crazy to not. We can Weather Ball Whimsicott in case Whimsicott goes for Sunny Day, and then swap Grim. Actually, Grim Snarl doesn't take the Aurasphere super great. We do take it though if Kamo. I'm just gonna Snarl. Okay, they go for Tailwind here. Which is not what I expected them to do. They were Sphere Caledon for about half. So I could have just Hurricane the Kamo. And they've changed Kamo to Soundproof. Instead of Overcoat. That is mighty unfortunate. Technically, we still have Shadow Pokemon in Pokemon Go. That is true. Shadow Pokemon are gone, but not forgotten. Because they work a little bit differently. Moonblast into Pelipper does actually more than I expected it to. We take Whimsicott there. Hurricane takes Kamo. Yes, they were still gimmick because they were not permanent in the existence of shadow moves, counts being a special battle gimmick. I mean, if that's how you want to define it, then sure. It's not how I would define it, but they still have Tailwind, which is like a whole thing right now. And they have not tarred their Moongus yet. Wait, didn't? I think I'm just gonna say screw it and attack with both. Remain goes Terra Fairy. Rage Powder goes off. Moonblast is coming out, so they're only KOing at least one Pokemon this turn, and it is Pelipper. Snarl comes out. Drops Flutter Mane a bit. Drops some Mungus special attack for whatever's that worth. So I can either bring Grimmsnarl here to set up screens, or I can swap Scizor to just try and start getting up damage. I think it's better to swap Grimmsnarl here. And get a Thunder Wave. And try and get another Snarl. Moongus goes for the Rage Powder. Grimmsnarl unfortunately misses the Thunder Wave, which is really what we needed here. Moonblast comes out into Grimmsnarl. Oh, Grimmsnarl lives it. But now I'm not so sure what I need. It would have been nice to set up the light screen on this turn, because then I would have it when I'm leaving. I think I think I have to Thunder Wave again, and then keep going for the Snarl. Yeah, just keep going for the Snarl. Moonblast is going to pick up Grimmsnarl. Probably didn't need to crit there if I had to guess. How many more matches is there left with Cherry? Just this one. Mungus does get the Spore into our Caledon. Rain stops. Flutter Rain's shown itself to be Mystical Fire, though, right? Maybe I should have been Electro-Shotting so that I could try and get rid of Amoonguss. Moongus gets off the Rage Powder this turn. Yeah, Flutter Mane's Mystical Fire. I think I always Bug Bite the Amoonguss because it's going to redirect me anyways. And Flash Cannon the Flutter Mane. Alright, there's a -3 attack. Okay, Scizor actually, depending on the roll, lives that, or if we Bug Bite a Berry, lives that. Oh wait, no, it doesn't matter. If the Amoonguss isn't holding a Berry, it doesn't matter. This will go down to Life Orb. Okay, it is holding a Berry. Smart play here would be to knock out our Caledon. Or at least try to. Okay, we get the 50-50 right. Caledon wakes up. Flash Cannon takes a Amoonguss. Making Bullet Punch and Flash Cannon. I consider Ultra Beasts like semi-legendary slash gimmicky mons like Paradox. Well, they're definitely not legendaries. They're just their own classification. Kind of like how Mythical is its own classification. In the grand scheme of things, it doesn't really matter. Except for like regulations where they tell you specifically what Pokemon you can and can't use. Some people search for Shadow Pokemon with good IVs and leave them as Shadow Pokemon for battles. Yeah, you get that. In Pokemon Go, you get a 20% damage boost for being a Shadow Pokemon, but you also take 20% more damage. But the 20% damage boost is way more valuable than the 20% more damage than you receive. Alright, once stream catches up, I will start searching, so by the time you are seeing this, I have already started searching. Still think the shiny Rayquaza raids should be 7-star raids. I feel 5-star raids will be too easy. Yeah, I agree with that. I think they're doing them as 5 stars just so people can guaranteed get the Pokemon. But I think 7-star raids would be more fun. Because Mewtwo was difficult because it had a lot of things that it could do. Rayquaza, not so much. Rayquaza is just damage, and as long as you can mitigate Rayquaza's damage, then it would be much more controllable. Oh wait, I still gotta trade Cherry a Pokemon. I forgot about Cherry. What do you want for whenever I'm done with Isaiah here? Because in case Isaiah wins, then they can't pick whatever you pick. Do I win a Pokemon? Yes, you win a Pokemon Cherry. I'm just not used to having to trade away Pokemon. I haven't had to do it in a while. Except for Stormtrooper on that last time. My brain automatically just clicked into the next battle. I'm not gonna bother hiding a screen, I don't think. I think I'm just gonna pick this Pokemon team. Because, like, legendary Pokemon are stronger than your average Mon. They're stronger on the basis of stats. Some Pokemon, not naming names, Mewtwo, are restricted legendaries, but just are not very good at all in restricted formats. You just never see them at all. Can't remember if anything else was said on my restrictions. Oh, that's right. I also get to restrict another one of your Pokemon. I'm going to restrict you from using Fluttermane. I'll write that down in my notes. Fluttermane. Now, Cherry is a 7X. Isaiah, you might want to hurry up, because it does kick you eventually. Okay. Well, I guess the floor is open now. Whenever stream catches up. Actually, I should trade Cherry right now. So I'll wait for stream to catch up so I can trade with Cherry. Do you think we could see Mewtwo if it wasn't a restricted legendary? If Mewtwo was just like an Ogerpon level of legendary, I think we would definitely see more Mewtwo. Just because it's like... It's fast. Like, you're not outspeeding max speed Fluttermane. I think you're just underspeeding the Fluttermane. But you're still fast on me. Like, you're faster than Urshifu, and if you're super effective against the Urshifu, that's what you need to do. So I think we would definitely see Mewtwo if it was Ogerpon Urshifu level legendary. It's just the fact that it's a restricted legendary where it has to compete with Calyrex Shadow, Groudon, Primal Groudon, Xerneas. It ain't holding its own there, Chief. Stream's caught up. Alright, Sherry, this is what we got left. I mean, you've already taken 6 of them. Mewtwo is definitely scary good in right conditions. I don't know if I would say that. I think it is definitely more of a closed team sheet Pokemon because of the moves that it gets access to. Okay, Cherry wants a Tyranitar. Like, Mewtwo at least gets a lot of moves. A lot of them. I don't see Bidoof anywhere because I don't have a perfect Bidoof. It doesn't exist. Bidoof honestly isn't even in this game. That's that third thing from earlier that I was forgetting. Bidoof ain't even in the game. Alright, well now I can go into my box, and I can make some nice clean rows. Alright, and now the floor is open. Hey, we got Tico. Who's Tico? Do I have records on Tico? Tico is someone who has not chatted. Or at least I don't know their chat name. I'm not gonna bother hiding screen. I'm just gonna pick... This is normal rules. We're gonna hope that the opponent only brings 4 Pokemon and does not bring a box legendary Pokemon. Okay. We're gonna hope that the opponent only brings 4 Pokemon. Not quite sure what I should bring here. A Quaquaval lead would not be ideal. Also, their opposing Archaludon is a little difficult for me to deal with. I think I do Grimmsnarl, Archaludon, and then Pelipper Blastoise endgame. Raichu, I really want to bring you, because the opponent has 4 water types. But I have a feeling you're just going to get flattened. Also, we can't have your Electroweb activating the... whatever he calls it. Milotic's competitive. I yoinked one of the Arcanines already? Yeah, I mean, most of the things that have been yoinked by you, Cherry. They bring Pelipper and Archaludon, and we bring Grimmsnarl and Archaludon. Also, how many Pokemon did this person bring? Okay, only 4. So, we can slow down their Archaludon, and... uh-oh, I'm low battery. Electroshot their Pelipper, and hope that they do not tear ground, I guess. A Helping Hand their Archaludon. We get Thunder Wave off into their Archaludon. Archaludon's special attack goes up. Electroshock comes out, brings Pelipper down to a Sash. Archaludon goes for the Electroshot. Goes for Electroshot into my Archaludon. Doing actually a bit more damage than I would like it to do. But I did activate our defense boost. Let's... Let's just light screen and body press there, Caledon. Oh, the Electroshock did so much because of the Helping Hand boost. Light screen is now up. Body press comes out. Does good damage to Arcaladon. Their Arcaladon is stamina 2. And their Arcaladon goes for the +2 Flash Cannon into Grimmsnarl, which Grimmsnarl does not take. Now we can bring in... Ooh. I think we bring in Blastoise here. Actually, let's bring in our Pelipper. If they have the Patrick Connors Pelipper, then their Pelipper just, I think, is max speed. Which means it outspeeds our Pelipper. I'm going to protect and body press their Arcaladon. Mewtwo has too much attention when Bidoof is the most powerful Pokemon. I mean, that is an opinion that people can have. Body press, picks up the AO into their Arcaladon, so I didn't have anything to fear there. And they try to Hurricane my Pelipper. Okay, who else they got? Okay, Sinistra's hitting the field here. They do Hospitality, their Pelipper. I think it makes a lot of sense here to Hurricane their Sinistra and to... How many turns of rain do we have left? 2? And to Electroshot their Sinistra. Sinistra actually goes for Protect here. Never had a window, but Zoroark was also carrying a Will-O-Wisp. That's a good option. I think you were using Bitter Malice and Will-O-Wisp to disable physical attackers. Does help out. My Pelipper is confused, but just protects into the Hurricane. I think I just repeat the last play, except this time I click the Snarl. Opponent withdraws Pelipper here. Going into Kingdra. Perhaps wanting to maintain their reign for as long as they can. Snarl comes off though, and Kingdra is not Cobra Cloak, so it gets this attack drop. Pelipper could really benefit from landing the Hurricane here. Fortunately, it hits itself in confusion. Sinistra gets off the Machagacha. And it looks like it's going to be just above enough health for another Snarl. Rain stops, though. Kingdra is now perhaps slow. I think I just Hurricane again and I Snarl again. You see Sinistra be withdrawn. Pelipper coming back in. Pelipper's going to reset the rain. Kingdra goes for the Hydro Pump. Unfortunately, misses our Caledon, but I think our Caledon would have taken it because of the special attack drop and the fact that we resist it with the Assault Vest. Wild True appeared. Well, welcome back, True Soul 77. I was worried it might have been stopping that Flutter Mane in Oko, but I doubt it. Well, the Flutter's also Sash on that one turn that I think I know what you're talking about. So you would never take out Flutter Mane in that one turn. It might stop you from being able to pick up the Snarl KO, though. The Bitter Malice. I think this is always Hurricane, the Sinistra, and Snarl, the Sinistra. Yeah, Snarl's single target now, so it just kills Sinistra. Kotomi the Zoroark is timid. I wonder if Timid wins you any speed ties with me. Or wins you any speed wars. I don't think it does, because Kamo is 120 speed, and then it becomes 180, and Zoroark's max speed is 178. So even if you're Timid, you can't outspeed Kamo once it has up the Clang Soul. I should have hit play again with different rules, since that wasn't actually the real rules. Oh well. The only other thing that being max speed Zoroark benefits you for is maybe if Grimmsnarl Thunder Waves you, then you might still be faster than some of my mid-speed mons, like Scizor. And then you could like Will-O-Wisp into Scizor before Scizor clicks knockoff into you. Oh, max speed probably makes you faster than Raichu, though. I don't know what my Raichu is. I don't use it enough to memorize what Raichu is, but I think max speed Zoroark makes you either same speed or faster than Raichu. Quite a lot of mons here. Not quite sure what to do here. I think I do this, and I do this, and I do this, and I do this. Oh, wait, then again, Venusaur kind of messes up this strategy. We'll see. I could probably speed to an area should I just haven't gotten around to it. Well, maybe don't, because there is a certain level where that kind of becomes like counter-teaming. Like, by all means, make a team that you think will work, and, like, will beat other Pokemon, but don't, like, specifically try to outspeed my Pokemon, is what I'm saying. Okay, we have Venusaur and we have Dragapult here. Opponent withdraws Venusaur. Brings in Ninetales. Ninetales sets up Snow. They are terrestrializing their Dragapult into Ghost. Okay. Indeed, he's going to follow me redirect here. Dragapult goes for the Terra Blast, but unfortunately is not able to affect Indeedee. Exeggutor gets off the Expanding Force here. And just barely not enough damage to KO either here. Yeah, I know I want my teams to be viable outside of just battling you, otherwise that's no fun at all. That's why I haven't really bothered. Fair enough, fair enough. I don't know why, but I always love just making unique builds. Like I have a physical Archaludon with Light Clay and Screams, Dragon Claw, and Metal Burst. That is in fact a set. I think I had an Archaludon like that at one point during 128 teams. And then I have one with Stalwart for Indeedee Amoonguss. Yeah, Stalwart's a very strong ability. Hopefully we get another Stalwart Pokemon next generation. Just because the redirection has been absolutely crazy this generation with Terastallization. Realistically, do I fear both of these Pokemon? I mean, if they Sludge Bomb Exeggutor, I'm still fine. I'm gonna click attacks with both here. Exeggutor's faster than Venusaur, which is nice, because it means we KO it. We don't have to worry about Sludge Bombing us back. Pokemon goes for the Bug Buzz, which is, of course, in every single universe possible, going to KO Exeggutor there. Heat Wave, unfortunately, misses Volcarona, so we don't get to end the battle here. I should have just brought in Flutter Mane and click Shadow Ball there. Oh well. There is a universe where Volcarona Quiver dances here and we miss another Heat Wave and then we are actually really stuck. It is not this one, though. Because the Volcarona could Giga Drain its health back in order to keep up with Torkoal. Stalwart's a cool ability. It is very cool. It's so cool, in fact, that there are actually 2 Pokemon in the game that have Stalwart and a copy of Stalwart, but nobody actually remembers the second one at all. Unfortunately, Tico, you can't get a Pokemon this set, but you are more than welcome to do the third battle if you would like. There's another Pokemon in the game that has an ability that ignores redirection. However, it is so rarely used. Oh, what? What just happened? Okay. I want an item that ignores redirection. Maybe? I feel like it would be pretty overpowered. Or very useless. Hard to say, hard to say. I think it would be better if there were more... Because redirection is kind of an important part of like counterplay. Like there's an equivalent trade-off that happens there, and the fact that like spread moves are just a flat-out counter to redirection. So I wouldn't say redirection is like busted to the point where it needs an item to defeat it. And there's a lot of like opportunity cost in an item then, because then you're not Clear Amulet and you're not Covert Cloak. And if your opponent doesn't bring redirection, then you just have a Pokemon with a useless item. So actually, I don't think it would be that great of an item. Now that I think about it. It said they couldn't participate? Well, that was strange. Although, while there is Snipe Shot, it's a move, it's just, yeah, Snipe Shot is a move. Which, it would have been nice in Regulation B to have Snipe Shot, because then you could Snipe Shot Armor Rouges. And then DD Armor Rouge would be noticeably less of a problem. I guess it would force Armor Rouge to tear grass then, but... Am I playing a game? I think I'm playing a game right now. I should probably act like I'm playing a game. There was never a Feraligatr on this team before, right? What did this team have before? I can't remember, but I'm not gonna care. I think we bring Real Boom and Marina beats Arcaladon. Hello, Overrated. How you doing? True Soul 77 is thinking about Belly Drum, Earthquake, Charizard. I mean, that is a set. Could, in fact, give it a shot. Okay, what are we looking at here? Pelipper, Milotic. See, Wide Guard Pelipper here really causes me a lot of problems. This battle doesn't matter, though, so I'm going to act like it is not Wide Guard Pelipper quite yet. I mean, this Pelipper has revealed Helping Hand in the past, hasn't it? It might not be Wide Guard. Oh, it's U-turn. That's extra interesting. Because it's not on the field anymore. I'm gonna be honest, I need to grind resources sometime. I'm so broke. Building a lot of Pokemon does do that to you, I will say. I think a Dazzling Gleam just be neutral to... the Expanding Force might do a little bit more, though. Just to try and get rid of Milotic. I don't want Arcaladon becoming, like, a problem, though. So I should probably be Dazzling Gleaming it, and then maybe I'll Helping Hand on the next turn, depending on how much this Dazzling Gleam does. We're going to see a Terra from the opponent. And they're terrestrializing their Arcaladon into a Stellar type. Okay. This might be Stalwart Arcaladon. If this is Stalwart, then I only get one Dazzling Gleam into it. Box of Stamina. It is going for the Electro Shot. Special attack goes up. And it is hitting... Indeedy. Indeedy survives. Oh, I did not bring Tyranitar. Maybe I should have done that, since this is a rain team after all. Honestly, I don't think the redirection matters that much here. I'm just gonna throw out... I might lose both here, but I'm okay with losing both. So we're just gonna throw out the Haymaker Expanding Force and hope it catches some damage. Callan does go for the Flash Cannon. How much longer are you going to stream? Because I'm going to be away for 10 minutes and then come back, lol. Probably for at least 10 more minutes. I might accept a couple more challenges. What the heck? What is this? Oh, the... What's his face? The... My Lodoku's life do. I didn't. I wanted to kill Indeedee so that way I could bring in Rillaboom here. It clicking Life Dew again is perfectly fine with me though. Sinistcha is kind of less fine with me. That's a lot of health back. Sinistcha might also be kind of slow here. Follow me, Eevee like a fairy is evil. I mean, it is very tanky. And it protects its friends real good. Machagacha comes out, because it's just slowest on the field, so Indeedee doesn't get to move, so I should have just Helping Hand Primarina. Ice Beam comes out from Primarina. Oh yeah, Helping Hand would have KO'd there. Oh well. Rain stops. Just a Dimensionist return to normal. Weirdness disappears from the battlefield. Grassy Surge begins. And I'd be willing to bet Rillaboom's faster than Milotic. And I'm just going to Moonblast Sinistcha. Okay, Milotic protects. Sinistcha also protects. Everyone gets Grassy Recovery, Sinistcha gets Leftovers, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. We repeat the same turn. Sinistcha gets withdrawn here. Helliver hits the field. Helliver gets off the Drizzle. Rillaboom gets off the Wood Hammer. That's just gonna flat out clap Milotic. Primarina Moonblast comes down to Pelipper. Gets the critical hit, which actually might matter here. Because just gonna come in and give it Hospitality again. I don't know how much damage that would have done if it wasn't a crit. I'd like to think Grassy Glide still picks up KO into Pelipper despite the Hospitality Sinistcha's about to give it. Yeah, we still have tons of turns of Grassy Terrain left. Grassy Glide, Pelipper, and Moonblast Sinistcha. Yeah, it's GG. GG's, GG's. I'm gonna take a little break. I need to refill my water bottle. Don't freak out. What did I say? I said specifically not to freak out. Crystal 77 egging everybody on to freak out. That's like the one thing I said to not do. And you did it anyway. I will win that Hisuian Arcanine. I mean, if you win, then you win. Simple as that. Don't freak out, freak out. Shrek, I'm freaking out. Alright, going at it with Isaiah. This Isaiah is... Dust might not say. I don't think this is a Blue Monkit Isaiah. I think this is... Storm. Yeah, this is Stormtrooper Isaiah. Okay, so let me hide screen. And let's do... this team first. I think I cooked a moderately well today. Yeah, you got a Moongus. And using combo to shield Zoroark was a really good Zoroark shield. Because there's always the very inherent risk there that you go for the Clangorous Soul. Or Terra Steel and go for the Clangorous Soul. Okay, we have a... triple dragon team here. I guess we need Fluttermane first. And then we need who? Purple does a lot of work. Going second. And then... Kamo and Incineroar cleans up what's left? We'll give it a shot. I wasn't even running Clangorous Soul. I just assumed that it was the combo that I had. I had the intention to pollen puff my way through it. That was a plan. Oh, that is a pretty good idea. You got Excalibur, King Gambit. I'm going to protect Fluttermane because I expect Excalibur to Terra here. I'm going to Earth Power King Gambit. And hopefully not Spadef drop it, because that would be bad. Opponent is going to Terrestrialize. They're tearing Gambit into water. Okay. Not quite what I expected. Blade rushes into Torkoal. Torkoal takes some chip. Excalibur gets hurt by Rocky Helmet. King Gambit goes for the Iron Head. Earth Power, that's an Assault Vest. Okay, then. Oh wait, I can't do that, because I didn't bring in duty. Excalibur should just protect on this turn. Right? I'll make a read. Okay, Excalibur actually withdraws. Into Chen Pao. King Gambit does go for the Iron Head, which does that much damage into combo. Torkoal gets off the Heat Wave. Brings Chen Pao down to its Sash. Burns King Gambit, which is pretty big. So now that's taking chip over time. Could Terra Steel here and then Clang Scales. Yeah, I think I do that, and then Helping Hand combo. Chen Pao protects this turn. Playing Scales comes out. That is a really spit-up tanky King Gambit. I make a call here that Chen Pao is going to Sacred Sword into Fluttermane slot, and we're going to Heat Wave. Okay, King Gambit Sucker Punched the King Gambit, or the combo slot, and Chen Pao Brick Breaked it. Okay. Same effect, same effect. Now Serena is coming in. One turn of sunlight left. We know Serena's not the AV, so I think I just click Heat Wave here. Kingambit tries to Sucker Punch, but Flutter Mane protected. Serena also tried to go into that slot, but Flutter Mane is still protecting. Heat Wave gets to pick off Kingambit. Serena takes a lot of damage. I'll admit the burn was bad for me. Yeah, the burn definitely pushed this battle in my favor a lot. I wouldn't say it was the deciding factor, but it definitely helped. Unless this thing is choice, unless Excalibur is Choice Scarf and it lands like 4 ice shards here, I think this is always fine. Icicle Spears, not ice shards. Yeah, it's GG. Alright, Isaiah, back up against the wall. Gotta win the next 2 in a row. No big deal, no big deal. Oh, hello, Protruding Antipathy. How you doing? Wait, I think this is a bot. I'm pretty sure that's a bot. What team do I pick now? I think I do this team. Okay, same team as last time. What solves all my life scenarios, though? That's Arena. Can't do that. Blastoise endgame is like really good here as long as I pick off specific Pokemon or force specific Pokemon to Terra. I just don't know if I should start with it or end with it. We're gonna do that. I'm not seeing any messages from a suspected bot. It's on the Twitch side. Or at least you might only have access to chats whenever you start the stream on Twitch. What do the opponents start? Kingambit, Shenpao? I'm fine with this. I'm going to fake out Shenpao and Iron Defense Blastoise. Might have been better to fake out Kingambit here, actually. If they swap in Serena, then I'm okay with that too. It seems like they're not doing that, though. They're terrestrializing a Chenpao into Ghost. Okay. It's not great, but it's not the worst thing in the world. Alright, sure, at least you drew out a Terra. Kata comes out, does that much. The Chenpao can Brick Break, so I'm going to slow it down and then try body pressing the King Gambit in order to get rid of it. It does, in fact, go for the Brick Break. In comes our Caledon. I should be fine to do... I'm gonna do this. Could go bad. Okay, Chenpao protects. Caledon does in fact go for the Electro Shot. It's a Power Herb Boy? It is a Power Herb Boy. If this Draco Meteor is Blastoise, I'm going to be very upset with myself if I go for the Iron Defense. I also don't need to Terra because they just used their Electro Shot. Can I get a Paraturn, please? Crit breaks the light screen, and Draco Meteor is going to KO Blastoise. That's nice. I mean, it's not nice. I didn't like that happened at all. Now I have to risk my Archaludon endgame. I think I always Terraflying here. Not gonna lie, Destiny Bond reminds me of the blank killed you and killed me FNAF meme. I don't think I'm aware of what that one is. Okay, their last one is Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball might be Infiltrator. Just a thought. It really shouldn't be. Okay, Dragon Ball Phantom Forest. Ugh, that didn't pick up Shenpao KO. As long as the Snarl lands. Snarl landed. Personnel gets the Spirit Break. And that just KOs Dragon Bolt. GG's, GG's. Last battle. GG should have done Ice Spinner, to be honest. I mean, if you're talking about that one turn where you went for the Brick Break, you needed the Brick Break in order to break the light screen so that you would KO Blastoise on that one turn, if that's what you're talking about. With the Draco, because I think with the light screen, even though our Caldon was +1, I think Blastoise would live the Draco from that range. Unless there was another turn. I think it's the Trick Room team as the last team. Shenpao being Ice Spinner does make this kind of difficult. I think that's my best team. I'm not gonna overthink it too much. No, when you switched in our Caldon, I was thinking of predicting the Terra. I see, I see. I think that was a para turn, wasn't it, though? On the turn that I got the Terra, so that turn didn't matter anyways. It might have mattered then, because, like, stamina boost. Because I would take the second Ice Spinner better, and then I would take the Phantom Force better. So I guess that depends. It depends. Okay, Dragon Shenpao start the game. Not great. Not great at all. I think I lose the game based on just the fact that Dragonite and Shenpao are here. If this wasn't DD Katarina, I could have gotten off the Trick Room easily here. Hmm. We're gonna try this. That gets off Terra Ghost to avoid the fake out. We're getting off Terra Fire to hopefully resist the Ice Spinner and hope that Dragapult makes a mistake. Does Ice Spinner. Ice Spinner's in DD. So when it just disappears from the battlefield. And Dragapult does go for the Phantom Force. Hatterene gets up the Trick Room now. So, because the what's his face? The Shenpao is faster than Dragapult. It means that Dragapult's Phantom Force is going to be redirected into Indeedee. So Indeedee is going to take 2 attacks here. So we always Dazzling Gleam into both. Shenpao is going to protect here, but that's fine. I think that's actually ideal. Because we kind of get a nothing turn of Trick Room here. Phantom Force does nothing to Indeedee. Now the opponent's kind of forced to switch. Or lose Dragapult. They probably switched King Gambit here if I had to guess. Maybe Psyshock and Dazzling Gleam and hope that that picks up KO. They should never, like, Sucker Punch here because Indeedee will just redirect the Sucker Punch. They bring in our Caledon. Dazzling Gleam is maybe enough to pick off Shenpao. Psyshock comes out. Okay, picks off Shenpao. It's gonna be King Gambit? Yeah. Still got 2 turns of the room left. I think I need to pick up KO into our Caledon this turn, though. I'm not specifically being threatened by the King Gambit right now because I'm Terra Fire. So I'm going to Helping Hand instead of redirecting with Hatterene. We KO our Caledon, which is big. Because we want Dragapult to be forced onto the field next turn. They do Kowtow Cleave. Hatterene takes it, though. Dragapult hits the field. And we're going to follow me with Indeedee just in case the King Gambit has Sucker Punch. And we're going to go for the Dazzling. King Gambit did in fact go for the Sucker. Dazzling picks up KO into Dragapult just like we needed it to. Twisted Dimensions return to normal. At this point, Indeedee can follow me, and they haven't terrestrialized yet, have they? I'm gonna go for the Dazzling just... Did they terrestrialize? Oh yeah, they terrestrialized Shenpao. I could have just Mystical Fired there. I could have faked out there, but I figured the Grassy would pick up KO. That's a GG. Yes, I'm back. Well, welcome back, Sean Pika. Alright, last battle of the night. Gonna go out in like 20 seconds. Also, while people are here, we're gonna have the all-day Pokemon Beat Me and Take My Pokemon live stream on Friday. It's gonna probably be 2, like, 4 or 5 hour segments on Friday. But it's going to be co-streamed as a part of Thankamus for Jacksepticeye's Thankamus livestream that he always runs to raise awareness of given to charity. There'll be an official announcement about it later, but... Or in the Discord there will be. And community post. I should probably make a community post about it, but... Now that we're towards the end of this live stream, I can schedule the big one. I might even make a new team for the all-day stream. It might have pieces of the previous teams, though. So, we can start trying to get rid of those guys, but... Because what do I still have? I have, like, all the Rillaboons. I have all the Primarinas, I think. If I was going to make a new team, it would probably be, like, only one of each. And it would use, like, 3 Pokemon from the teams that we've already made that people haven't taken yet. All-day Bidoof team is 24/7. Not only can I not battle with Bidoof because it's a restricted legendary, but it's also just not even in the game. I mean, I don't know what you want me to tell you. Also, if nobody picks up on this next battle, we're just gonna end stream. The poor Pokemon are sitting in boxes like an animal in a shelter. Exactly. Like, I'm taking care of them, but they understand the situation at this point. Alright, nobody wants to battle anymore. Everybody's battled out. My Pokemon have dispersed. There's a Barracuda outbreak. Barrascuda. Oh, also, whenever I was talking about a different ability that ignores redirection, it's actually... Barracuda is the one that gets it. Everybody just uses Swift Swim, Barrascuda, but its other ability is Propeller Tail, which works exactly like Stalwart. It's just that Swift Swim is so good on Barrascuda that nobody ever uses Propeller Tail. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked it, maybe consider leaving a like on the video, and even consider subscribing, because both of those things would help me out an absolute ton. And I will see you, hopefully, on Friday for the all-day Beat Me in Battle. You get my Pokemon live stream. Thanks very much. Bye!